What's up, everybody? Just to let you guys know, I'm so sorry for not putting out more and more videos. It's been a while since I put out any kind of video, actually. So I'm in Portland now, and this is one of my good friends, Jack. He is one of the guys that's been working with me for what, 3 months now?
Three,
4 months? Yeah. Okay. And he is from opposite sides of the country, being from Michigan also, and I'll let him tell his story of how he got out here and what he's doing. But pretty much for me, it's been networking on Instagram and Facebook and really trying to grow doing videography full time, which is really tough, and I thought it was gonna be easier, and I don't know why. It was delusional, but yeah, it's been fun though. It's been an adventure, and yeah, now I'm actually out here doing this full time, and I never thought something like this would actually be possible. But I mean, probably you did, because you had a dream of coming out here and doing it. But
well, yeah, my girlfriend moved out here. She's a doctor, so she's doing a residency here, so that's why I came. But kind of back home, I had seen people, my friend group back home had all started up their own businesses, entrepreneur in the creative field. So I sort of took that blueprint, used it for me, and I have like a studio here, so to like pay for the studio and as my job, basically. I made music for people, I mixed music for people, just to pay the bills to do my own art. So ended up making enough basically on Instagram, not on Instagram, but the connections I made via Instagram and social media, to now I just can do my own thing. So it's been good. It's been cool. It's a cool city.
No, it's fine. You're Michigan?
Michigan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. University of Michigan.
Yeah. Go Blue.
Yeah. It's okay. It's not a big deal. But yeah, so with Jack being here, thankful that he's letting us use the studio right now for this video. It was really cool because we actually have a mutual friend that both of us know that kind of connected us two together, and it was actually through Instagram. And we were all at the point where we were trying to grow and network and just get to know other artists and be like, okay, what are they doing that I could either have them come work on stuff like I want to do similar, or they can bring me money by them like either wanting beats or wanting a video or wanting music. Whereas in Bo's situation, that's our friend Bo, pretty much like playing at shows and doing different gigs. So it's been a lot of fun, but it was something very interesting at first that none of us actually knew each other really well, and then that actually made us come together, and now we hang out. But yeah, for us, I feel like for you, when you used Instagram and Facebook, or mostly Instagram, was it something that like you just sent out a message to people, or like for me, I think I did that here and there, and then I got to the point where it was like really bad, like people weren't really responding because it was almost like a template I was using, and people were like, oh, you can get many messages out, but it didn't feel like it really worked.
Yeah, I think a couple things worked in my favor. Was that, before I just started messaging people on Instagram, I had been grinding and honing my skills for years. So 5 years. So by the time I got clients or got people to pay me that like I could deliver probably more than they expected me to deliver, because I had an interesting track record where like I would make all my music myself for me, and I had a couple big wins like as an artist myself, and then I didn't like really mix for anybody else, but like I just needed money when I got out here, so that's what I did. So like I had this kind of robust skill set that I already built, and I could prove it. Like I would send people a message, and I would be upfront about, I'd love to mix for you, and I'd also, kind of gently introduce that I want to be paid, so like they don't get confused about it.
Yeah, that's actually a very tough line, because I feel like,
which is it's good because it teaches you to ask for your worth, and if they don't want to pay you, that's fine. That's not like a personal issue. Maybe they don't have the money, whatever. Yeah. But next, then you don't want them as a client if they're not going to pay you and appreciate your work. So it was just forming those connections. So what I would do is I would send out a message that would say, hey, I'm a mixing engineer, new to town. I would check out their music, actually listen to it, find a song that I liked and say like, I like this song, and like here's where I think I might be able to improve it. willing to work for a fair price. You can check out all my work, and I sent this video. And in the video, like as an artist, I had opened for Lil Wayne and Migos, and so I had video like of me with them backstage, like as artists,
which is a huge win.
Which is a huge win, and like it's a huge credibility factor. Mm-hmm. I don't think you necessarily need that, but like you have to give the people, if you're reaching out to people, you have to give them a direct link to your work. So what I did, I said, here's my video. Okay, cool. Lil Wayne, Migos, there's some clout, but like also, here's my album. I mixed it all. I produced it all. So everything you hear, I did.
Yeah.
So there's no confusing.
Yeah.
There's no confusion about it. So
yes.
like if you're a video person, send them your best video.
Yeah.
They can see what you did. If you're a music person, send them your best song. If you're a whatever you are, you got to send an example.
Yeah, something
tangible, not like.
Yeah.
Cause, I mean, if you're like, I'm a video person without a video, they're gonna be like, well, what do you shoot? Not gonna just trust you out of nowhere.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah.
And it's just being, good energy and, actually checking out people's stuff. I think people can tell when you spend time and actually listen to their music or actually watch one of their videos or actually you're going to say something different than just the template would, like you said.
Yeah.
So,
just like something that you would throw out there, they're actually going to be responsive because they actually think that you care or they know that you care just as much as they would care for somebody doing their stuff.
And it's a numbers game. I mean, I must have messaged 600 people when I got out here.
That's the thing.
And I got 30 clients.
Yeah.
Which, that was great. 30 clients is a lot of clients.
Yeah. No, exactly. Well, my brothers back in Tennessee, they always ask me, they're like, how do you get this work like constantly and flowing? And I was like, well, you have to go out there and get it. It's very rarely do these people actually reach out to you, especially if you're small like me.
Yeah.
They're not.
Until you get to a certain level.
To a certain level. Yep. But it was like the list of names and Instagram handles, like how I did it was my approach was actually go through Instagram, find people that are interesting, find people that are doing exactly what I'm doing. I would write down their Instagram handle, and then I'd make a list on a piece of paper.
That's the best way to do it.
And it was just like at night, I was in my bed marking through the names while everybody's asleep. I'm just like, okay, this guy's cool. Let me send him a message and stuff. So
that's the best way to do it. That's it's a numbers game. So like if you and you have to understand that like your odds of success are low, so that's fine. So just know that like you're not going to get one on every 2 people, because if you're messaging people at random, they don't know you.
Yeah.
So they also might not need what you're offering at that time. Mm-hmm. They might,
which is okay,
which is fine. Yeah, you just but then you try to find. So like when I was looking for bands, I was looking for bands that are active, that are playing shows, that are doing something, because they might have new material to record.
Yes.
If somebody just posting a picture of them like on the street once every month, they're probably not doing that much.
Yeah,
a
selfie in front of the TV.
Yeah, and it depends on what kind of, you can go like quantity or quality, not necessarily, but a lot. So like I was saying, I started out, I would just take anyone because I needed the money, which was fine. But then I got into it a couple months, and I was like, no, I want like higher quality people who like I want to be pros, who want to not who want to come to the recording studio to see what it's like.
Yeah.
Like I want people who are trying to do this. Like that's the type of people I want, and that's it. But at the same time, I had worked long enough to know that my skill set was good enough to deliver for them.
Yeah.
So like if you're just starting, you're a month or 2 in, you're probably not going to be able to deliver the level of pro video work, pro mixing, pro whatever that someone would be willing to pay $500, $1,000, $2,000 for. So like you have to know. And which is fine. Like you can't get there without doing it.
Yeah.
So like but it's self-awareness. You gotta know. You gotta know like, am I like really really good, or am I decent, or am I just starting? And whatever it is fine, but you can adjust. Based on that. So
well, and it's like my dad would always tell us, like, while you're advancing, while you're growing in your craft, you're still playing in your lane. You're not trying to become like, if you're a baseball player, you're in the minor leagues and you're like, I'm gonna hit like Barry Bonds. I'm gonna compete with people like that. Like you don't.
Not yet.
Yeah. It's you can, but at the moment it's like really good at that niche, which you're good at, and then find that kind of groove that you're in, and then grow that craft.
Totally.
So
the other thing to understand is that I think people, kind of you alluded to it earlier, was you think the word of mouth client's going to come faster than it is, but you have to understand that to get a word of mouth person, it's like you have to do the work, then the work you do has to get released, then someone has to see it, then they have to need it,
Yes.
and then they're gonna come to you.
Yeah.
So like it's interesting because like I stopped taking on new work probably 3 months ago, but I still get people that like are coming back from stuff that I did before.
They're like, hey.
Yeah, I saw this, I heard
Yeah.
this, because a lot of the projects that I worked on are not just now coming out.
Yeah.
Like last weekend, like 2 of them came out
Yeah.
that I worked on 6 months ago.
Crazy.
So like,
Wow.
you know, like that's
Yeah.
just how it goes.
No, exactly, and that's I think for people that are on like, especially when it comes to social media and they're wanting to grow and do different things on there, it's self-awareness and patience.
Yeah.
Like I know that was the hardest thing for me was the
Totally.
patience part. I was like sitting there being like, why aren't these people paying me yet, or why are they only paying me $50 when I
Right.
know I can do it for like $200-300?
Right.
And it was like just a matter of just like getting better constantly and taking one day at a time and being like, okay, what can I get done today that I didn't do yesterday?
Right.
And then tomorrow, what else more can I improve on?
Totally.
So I feel like so many people just take that for granted and they're like, oh, especially with face of how social media is now, it's
Right.
like either people blowing up and it's like, no, that's like 1% of the population that's blowing up. And
Yeah,
you're
and
not
they
gonna
probably
be-
worked a long time to get to that. You're only seeing them after they blew up for
Yeah.
a reason. Like you
Yeah.
didn't see them at 100 followers,
Yeah.
but they were there at some point.
Yeah,
You know,
somebody
so,
was
like,
on Twitter with
yeah.
like 20 people,
Yeah,
like, oh,
so-
pay attention to me. No, that's true.
Yeah,
All right, dude. Well, hey, thank you so much for your time.
of course, always, brother.
Yeah, we're gonna keep crushing out content. Can't wait for new music coming from
Yes,
you.
sir.
And
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for more.
See ya.